Hello there, welcome to this edition of Sales Today, and today we're talking about the concluding part of getting the best skills to getting better at your sales and improving your bottom lines. Of course, you can get better or more in-depth knowledge about this by enrolling into any of our diploma certificate courses at International Academy of Sales and Telemarketing Management, where we can give you better details about each of these hands-on approach, experience and technical skills to help you really improve your sales itself. You can call us to do training for your team. Of course, you can attend our classes in any case over the weekend or through the hybrid method. Whichever that suits your purpose, of course, we are able to assist you in that regard. So today I'm talking about the concluding part of the skills that is needed for you to be able to get the best in your sales itself. And this one I call communication or presentation skills. Of course, you need to have the best capacity or have the capacity to communicate effectively and fluently to your client. Your communication must really go in line with the 4 C's that is involved in communication, and that has to do with the coherence, it must be concise, it must be complete, and it must be correct, ensuring that every information you are passing across meet the desired, required intention that you need to repass those information across to your client. And more importantly, your presentation skill must be that nurtured well enough to be able to convey the right information to your client, the right materials to your client, the right details of what the client needed to hear for him to be able to make informed decision as well. Secondly, again, in this very episode is what I call the negotiation skills. Go check some of my videos I've made in that regard, where I've talked in detail about negotiation skills. And of course, it's important to have a better understanding of how to negotiate from the point of strength, and negotiating so well such that your product offering becomes your bargaining power, your services and the benefit becomes a bargaining power in exchange from the service for the client that the client is offering to you. Another thing again I will talk about has to do with relationship building. All right, you must have a very good sense of friendliness. You must have good rapport with people. You must have this people's charisma. You must have this panache, this aura that make people just like you, or you possess or you project a friendly nature that will make clients easily want to trust you. Remember, it's easier to buy from your friend, and sometimes it's very difficult to say no to your friend in that regard as well. So you must have that rapport, ability to be able to communicate and sustain conversation, and that has to do with you having an in-depth knowledge of different things or diverse understanding of different topics, and ability to be able to connect with your client irrespective of their geographical location, their age, or their level of education alongside. Also, you need to have a good management skills in terms of time management. I know in this part of the world where people don't give attention to people's time or respect people's time, it's important that as a salesperson you have good management skills itself. You must be punctual, you must be able to give feedback to the client at the time you say you're going to give the client the feedback itself. It must be correct, it must be concise, it must be detailed in any case itself. And of course, you must ensure at every point in time you intend to meet your client for presentation itself, ensure you are there on time and you are well prepared enough with all the required resources to make an effective presentation. And this very episode, I'll say you must have a good closing skill. All right, there's nothing as bad as you being able to do all the whole sales cycle, from the prospecting to getting the client in, selling the product, talking about the product knowledge, benefit, features, and the rest, and you don't know when to ask for the sales, or because you don't know how to close itself. Of course, there are other videos I'm going to make about closing skills. I'll be talking about 75 closing skill techniques. All right, naturally, in a process or in a sales cycle, you may not necessarily want sales closing technique. You can use 4, 5, 6, 8, or sometimes 11 closing techniques, depending on the kind of client you are dealing with itself. So watch out for that video. It's where I'll be talking of dealing in details about different closing techniques, and more importantly, you can get details of this even in any of our classes that are ongoing in any case. All right, thank you for your time itself, and thank you for listening to this very edition. Get into all this itself, and of course visit our website. Call the numbers displaying on your screen, follow us through on our social media handles to get updates, and more importantly, please click and subscribe to our YouTube channel to be able to get updates and new videos that will help your sales, telemarketing, core skills, and other materials that helps you to grow even in your career. Thank you so much for listening, and catch you in the other episode.